So I'm sitting in the garden because it's a beautiful day, and look who's over there. That's Betty and Bert, my guinea pigs. Anyway, as I've kind of said many times, I'm moving house. I've said on my blog, probably haven't said on YouTube, but I'm moving house, and I'm moving house in 2 weeks, which is really exciting. And I've been packing and sorting and going through stuff, and a lot of my art stuff is packed up now, which is really sad, but I do have a few essential things left out, so I can do some bits. But anyway, I found this book that I'd misplaced a while ago, and it's very almost finished by a couple of pages, and I kind of feel like I've left this book way behind now. There you go, it's like a few pages in there. Anyway, I feel like I've left this book way behind. It's kind of one of those early... It started off as life as a sketchbook, and it kind of morphed into an art journal, and then I kind of did some written pages in it as well, and I kind of lost focus on what this book is for me, what this journal is for me. But anyway, I thought I'd do a bit of a flip through anyway. Some of it is really early, as I say, so some of it's awful. Well, for me anyway, I'm not happy with some of the drawings and stuff in there, but I don't mind sharing those because I think it shows part of the journey and part of the process and how you've progressed. So I thought I'd just show them anyway. So yeah, let's do a flip. So I painted the cover, which is quite rare for me. I don't normally paint my covers. That's a bit of modelling paste there, and there's just various painting, a bit of rub-ons there, and my girl with her collage dress and a button there on her dress. So yeah, let's dive in. You can hear the guinea pigs munching in the background. So I hope the light's okay. It's just a little sketch I did of a sock monkey that I've got. Just his head. And that's the whole body. This was some face drawing practice. As I say, it's kind of a sketchbook. Some of it's really rough, but anyway, it just kind of just shows you how you can evolve, you know, from something like that. I think I may have skipped a time period as well, so there must be another book somewhere that I can't remember, but you know, from skipping from that and that to that, it just shows you that how you can, you know, you can keep on improving. This was with Reeves soluble wax crayons, water soluble wax crayons, Reeves brand, as were these two, and that's just awful, but that was also with the Reeves wax water solubles. As they were, I think I bought these. They were a pack for like £5. Look, he missed him then. He was really nosing at me then. I bought them for a pack for like £5, and I think for a while they were my kind of preferred and favourite medium, so I did quite a lot in them. So yeah. And again, no background, just playing with faces. And remember to seal your pages, otherwise you get smudge come through from the other page. Again, that is still using the Reeves water soluble pastels. So I think this book's probably pretty much filled with those. Those are two. This page I shared on my blog. We've been selling our house for over 1.5 years now, and before that we kind of thought about putting it on the market, and this page is about that, so it's a bit morbid. I did share this on my blog, but basically these are 2 bunnies that I used to have, and they're buried in our garden. They're just about being sad to leave them. They're still using those Reeves pastels. I think they're sort of self-explanatory, so she was with acrylic paint, as was the background, but then used a stencil with a spray with some mica powder in it. I'm sorry, but I missed her then, but Betty's the one on the left and Bert's the one on the right, and they were just watching and listening to everything I said then. But every time I moved to show them, they stopped looking at me. So I quite like how she turned out, and I might do some sort of a canvas with her on at some point because I like her. There we go. Oh, this is my Labyrinth inspired page. I absolutely adore the film Labyrinth. And there's a guinea pig come in. That's Betty. Betty! Pep. Oh no, not interested. Not interested, Mum. So yeah, this is my Labyrinth inspired page. So I copied a picture from the film of Sarah reading out of the book, and her face is done with Reeves water-soluble pencils. Those crayons again, those Reeves crayons. And then the background is acrylic paint and then sprayed some of the mica powder in a bottle through that. And the quote there is just a quote from the film. So, but I think this is one of my all-time favourite pages. Yeah, not really happy with the nose or the chin on this, but you know, you have to evolve, and you know, it's good to see how you've come on. Again, I'm not really happy with her face. I tried to do a side-on face, but this was this was an early book, so I've come on quite a bit since then. So, but as I say, again, keep going back to it. It's really good to see how you've evolved. Face again was those crayons, those water-soluble crayons, and this was a mixture of acrylic and actually I think that's actually ink from an ink pad that I used through a stencil there. See, you make mistakes in your journal, your sketchbook, it's okay to test and experiment. And then, oh, I'm getting cramp in my leg. You see this bunny quite a lot. This is Winston. I put him on the, I love him so much, and I put him on the, when I do an art journal or speed paint, he's like my title slide for it on YouTube, and I love Winston. And his little jumper, look at his jumper. He's got carrots all over his jumper. I'm bunny mad, if you hadn't noticed. Can't turn the pages today. And all these were done with pro markers. This is Jim. He's a guinea pig, and I use him when I do a video that's not an art journal, so you get to see Jim quite a lot. And as you can see, pro markers bled through. And this is a cartoon self-portrait of myself, which I use at the end of on the slide on the end of all my videos. And as I say, this book, I have jumped about for so long. I've had it for so long, and I've jumped backwards and forwards. So you can see at the very early stages, I had some really not so good stuff, and then my style of how I was has changed, and then I've jumped again to do some of these drawings. So this book has spanned a long time. This was created using pro marker and ink pads, I think. So the pages are so thick because this is really heavily collaged. There's different layers of paint there, and glittery paint, and scrap paper. I journal a lot about happiness and bunnies. That's what I journal a lot about. That's another really thick page that's been heavily collaged with paper. It's like book paper that I've stained with ink pad. I use ink pad a lot, like in the background there. I've used ink pad through some punchinella. And then there's some stamping. And the face, I think's a mixture. Yeah, I think that was a Pro Marker, the face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the face was Pro Marker. As I say, it's been a while now. So I'm not being too shaky with some of this. These are just using like leftover scraps that were on my desk and those bits and bobs. I don't know if you can see that's just really using the tiny, what's it called? The tiny type stickers. Life is as sweet as a strawberry. And in the background there you can see I've got some collage strawberry paper, and then I've just used stencils and paint. And then the girl, she's painted with acrylic paint. This dude I've shared on my blog before. I don't think I shared the bunny. The background was done using cosmic shimmer sprays through a stencil, and then these were those Reeves water-soluble wax crayons again. I did those on a separate page and then just cut them out and stuck them on because I really like the background. And then it looks like there's a bit of some sort of stamping there, and that says that, if you can read it, a life of whimsical happenings. These two pages I've shared on my blog before. This one I did a doodle in front of the boss watching the TV, and these are really cheap 99p Guinea's pencils from a cheap shop, and they were just awful. I really struggled to do anything with, but it's all I had to hand and I just went with it. But it's a shame because I like the doodle. I just don't like the way she's coloured in. Another bunny. The bunny itself was created with Pro Markers, and then the background was done with ink pads, stamping ink pads. I love my bunnies. I do have two bunnies. They're hiding somewhere. That's the bleed through. There we go. This is another page I shared on my blog before. And various layers of stamping and paint and inking and Pro Markers and what have you. If I'm trying to make this video not too long, but if you've got any questions about materials I used or how I did it, then let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Bleeding through. See, I skip pages sometimes. I should glue those together, really. Some fashion figure drawing practice. These were just guess what? Those, I think they were those wax Reeves solubles again. That bikini body, just be happy and healthy. Confidence is what is sexy in a woman. Believe in yourself, do great things for you. So there. And it says don't know about this one. I think that's those Reeves again, but a bit odd. Bit of face drawing practice there. It's just, I know what those is, not bleed through. Sometimes when I've used a stencil, I find a page in the back of the book and then just stick it in there so that I get the ink. But that is bleed through, and that's it. I've just like literally got about 4 pages left. So yeah, just a little quick. Well, actually, I think it turned out to be a long flip through. But so I'll do some. I'll take some photos and just do a stills one, so that you can just look at stills if you want to. But yeah, this was just a sketchbook. I think I got it from Hobbycraft, I think, for about £5. So yeah, and the guinea pigs have left me now. They're over there. Thanks for watching. Bye. Why do you run away every time I put the camera on you?